My name's Gavin Whiteside. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Healthcare Fiji, who trade as Asper Medical Fiji. I'm a returning delegate. Last year I had the pleasure of and honour of being a speaker, which was my first year. After last year's experience, it was quite easy to book my ticket and be a returnee for the 2025 topics. Look, I think the biggest takeaway for me out of yesterday was the fact that we had government representation throughout the entire day. It's extremely difficult to lock down anyone that has a ministerial portfolio for an hour, let alone to have the minister sit through every session throughout the day, where a lot of the topics came back to government in some way, shape or form, and the importance of business to business and business to government. I think it was very, very enlightening and also a positive takeaway, the fact that the government was receptive to hear the voices of the business sector with a joint effort to improve our economy. All the sessions were enlightening. It would be unfair if I was to single out one and call that my favourite. I think one of the most key takeaways was the last session still had a full room, and I've been to conferences here in Fiji and around the world. I've been fortunate enough to attend many conferences. Topics is by far and away the most engaging and critical one that I've seen a country can put together. But the fact that we had pretty much all of the seats full at the end of the day showed that there was a lot of engagement from so many sectors, and I found all of the sessions yesterday very, very enlightening. The AI session was absolutely eye-opening. I think a lot of people learnt something in that session. I certainly did. We, like many businesses, are looking at AI, are already working with AI in some way, shape or form, but it really did paint a picture of if we're not on board and we're not willing to participate on this journey, because it will be an extensive journey, I think, for every business, every sector, then you will be left behind. We have a unique business in the fact that we are health, so robots and what have you can't replace human hands, etc. in our context in Fiji, not yet, and we don't want to go down that path. But the fact that we can utilise AI to help business function in a more unique, sustained and productive way, I think is very enlightening and something that we can embrace as a community. The fact that you have the community leaders, business leaders, and people that really want to make a change for the better through a unified effort, I think is fundamental. And if I could offer any advice to someone that is sitting on the fence about Topics 2026, is get off the fence and come on this side and see for yourself. Topics is an opportunity to connect with so many industry captains, decision makers, but also you learn. I mean, there's things you'll read on the socials or in the newspapers, but when you're actually standing there talking to the decision maker of that particular industry or that particular company, that can't be taken away or discounted. The engagement, everybody in that room wants to move Fiji forward and put us at the top of the tree. So to be part of that and be part of this journey and work with Topics and the FCEF committee and the board, please come on board. I think it's fantastic. I'm very fortunate with my executive team is we have 40% of my senior leadership are women who bring a unique and very insightful perspective to leadership and management. We only have to, for me personally, I only have to think back to all the lessons that Mum has provided for me and continues to teach us. These leaders, and I don't want to single them out as a particular sex, but these leaders are exactly that, and they offer perspective and they help the entire business and the community that we have and are continuing to build on strive.